It is Olusola Daniel again. So in this video, I'll be discussing audience targeting and layering. And please, I want you to be very attentive because targeting plays a vital role in your Facebook ad campaign. Please be attentive. Now guys, we go further, and I want to be very literal with my explanation, so just be very attentive. So guys, I'll be using this guys you see on my screen as an illustration. Now guys, Facebook audience now, and I'm using the interest based audience, that is those that have interest in 𝗬𝗎𝗏, those that have shown interest in 𝗬𝗏𝗏, and those that have shown interest in 𝗓𝗏𝗏. I don't want to believe these guys are part of Facebook targeting options. I don't know if they are, so I'm only using them so that you guys can understand what I'm trying to explain to you. So it's not that you leave this tutorial now and you go to Facebook detail targeting and start typing Ronaldo, 𝗬𝗎𝗏 or Messi. No, please, I'm only using it as an example, so you guys should be attentive and make sure you understand what I'm trying to explain. So this is all about Facebook audience. So we have, let's say we have something like 𝗬𝗎𝗏, that's an interest you can target, you understand. Let's say you have 𝗬𝗎𝗏 audience as an interest you can target, you have Messi's audience as an interest you can target, and you have 𝗓𝗏𝗏's audience as interest you can target. You know, they will have different sizes, you understand. So I'm using interest based audience based on what Facebook users have shown interest in, based on, let me use this player, based on the players they have shown interest in. So like I said, I'm not saying these players are part of Facebook targeting options or Facebook targeting interests, so I'm just using them as an example. So let's go further guys, let's go further. So now guys, one thing I want to explain to you guys is, especially for those that don't know how to target well, if you are targeting and you are not doing the right targeting, you are actually wasting your money. You are doing what? You are actually wasting your money. Now let me show it to you. Let's say you want to target. Now you have your products. Let's say, okay, for this tutorial now, for this particular video I'm using, let's say I'm selling, for example, these guys are not, I don't know if they are interested on Facebook. I don't think they are interest you can target, but let's just assume they are interest I can target. Now let's say I have a business that sells sports kits, like I'm selling jersey, the knicker and socks with boots, you understand. That's football kits. I'm selling a football kit. So guys, let's say I'm selling something like that. Now for somebody that does not know how to target, we'll go to Facebook like this. This is the ad set level, so I have nothing to do with any other level, either the campaign or the ad. So I'm particularly dealing with the targeting. So for somebody like me now that is selling football kits, like I said, that's the jersey, the knicker and the socks and boots, everything packed together, and I'm trying to sell to probably those that plays football, street footballs, and you understand, that does things like that, and they might need it. Maybe those that go on the weekend to play on the field, you understand. So I can sell to them, and most of them might be on Facebook, or they are most likely to be on Facebook. So let's now assume they've shown interest in Ronaldo, Messi and 𝗓𝗏𝗏, as you can see in my screen. Now what most advertisers that don't know how to target will do is, or what most novice will do is, they come to targeting like this. Now in this detail targeting, they will type, for example, 𝗬𝗎𝗏𝗏, you understand, and they will come back, they'll say, okay, Messi, they will type Messi. You know, we now have two what's it called, we have two interest based audience there. We have two interest based audience. We have 𝗬𝗎𝗏𝗏 and we have Messi. Now such a person will be thinking, football lovers, they are following 𝗬𝗎𝗏𝗏 and they are following Messi, and what they forget is that many people following 𝗬𝗎𝗏𝗏 and Messi, most of them might not be football lovers. I hope you are getting that. Most of them might not be football lovers. So that means in that case, if you are using detail targeting and you insert 𝗬𝗎𝗏𝗏 and Messi here and you publish your ad, let me tell you what will happen to your ad. This is what I'm not saying you are not going to sell to the right person. Of course, hear me clearly, understand me. You're actually going to eat some audiences, the real fans, you understand, the real fan of football You understand? Those that plays football that will need your kit, you are actually going to eat them. You are going to eat them. The products will get to them, the adverts will get to them. You understand? But you would have, or you might have wasted money before it gets to them, because you are actually targeting, you are sending your ad to those, to you think because they love Ronaldo and Messi, so they are football, they are football fans, so they are football fans, they will like what you are selling. Now what you are doing with your ad is you are showing your ad to those that are likely not to be interested in what you are selling, because those following Ronaldo are not all football lovers. Ronaldo and Messi, they are both icons. So anybody, in fact, a lady that loves cosmetic can follow them. A lady that, you understand, I'm just trying to let you guys understand. Somebody that does not even watch football can follow them on social media because they are Ronaldo and Messi. You understand? Now if you are running ad to such audience, the audience you placed here, follow me, detail targeting, you use Ronaldo and Messi. Now if you are running ad to those audience, what you are doing is, let me go back, you are running your ad to the audience here, to the people here. You are running your ad to the people here, and you are running your ad to the people here. You understand? You understand? Because you are using that was why I put detail targeting here, because you are using Ronaldo's audience and Messi's interest-based audience. So what your ad will do is, let me bring out my laser so you can understand. I hope this thing okay. What your ad will do is, your ad will start showing to people here, combination of those that are interested and not. So as your ad moves around, your ad budget is burning, maybe you eventually, your ad now eventually comes here. Now what this middle means is, let me go back. What this green middle means is, those, if you combine Messi and Ronaldo together, you are most likely to get those that are more interested in your products. Yes, of course, because anybody that shows interest in Ronaldo and Messi would love football kits. You understand? The interest is even stronger now. But not all of them that are in this Ronaldo would also love Messi. Not all of them that are in Messi will love Ronaldo, but there will be some people, some die-hard fan that will be in this zone, this green zone. So your ad will keep dancing around, and eventually come here. One person will purchase. Maybe you've spent 5,000 naira by then, so your cost per purchase will be 5,000 naira. That's your first purchase will now be 5,000 naira. Okay, your ad now keeps goes back to this place, jump from here to here, still keep circulating. By this time you've spent 15,000 naira. Maybe fortunately enough, your ad now travel down here. That's 2 now, Abby. 2 now here. You understand? I'm not saying you are not going to get people around there. Of course you can get people around there, but it's based on interest, because you've combined these two interests. So you are likely to get people that are interested in Ronaldo and Messi, and those kind of people are even different from those that are only interested in Messi. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to say now? I hope you get that. So now Messi Ronaldo would have those that are not even interested in football, and those that are interested in football. You understand? Messi will have those that are interested in football, and those that are not interested in football as his fan. Now the die-hard fan will be here, and your ad keep dancing around, bang, money is burning. Your ad keep dancing around, it comes here again, keeps dancing around. Fortunately enough, it comes here again, making how many? Is it 2 now or 3? Let's say 2. Okay, let's say 2 from Messi. You pick another person from here, you dance around and come here, bounce, you pick another person. Now you are already spending 20,000 now, and this is the second person. Cost per result will now be 13,000. You now start shouting, cost per result is too high, cost per result, because you are not targeting the right audience. I hope you are getting that. Now guys, the next thing I want to explain is, as it dances around, it keeps going again, comes back to this place, dance around those that only follow Ronaldo just because his name is Ronaldo and they know him to be an icon. It comes back here, dancing around those that knows Messi because Messi is an icon, they are following him. Bang. Fortunately enough, it dances down here. You pick another person again. By this time your ad is spending 25,000 naira. So 25 divided by 3 purchases, you know what it is. I don't need to start doing the maths. This is how it is, guys. This is how it is when people are using detail targeting and they don't even know how to use it. They just put and they run their ad like that. I'm not saying you are not going to make sales. You make sales, but you will have burn money. So that kind of strategy is mostly for those that are with huge budgets. Now, it will have even been better if you are targeting Haaland. If there is anything like Haaland as an interest, it will be better if you are targeting Haaland, because those people that are not football lovers, that are following Ronaldo, they will not know Haaland, because Haaland is not somebody that is well known like that. For let me use Nigeria as a scenario. You understand? Haaland, if you tell them to name 3 players, they will name Ronaldo and Messi first before they even remember there's anybody. That's even if at all they know there's anybody like Haaland. So in this case now, it's even better if you are targeting an audience like Haaland. Your ad will still convert, because you know you have more football fan here to buy the sports kits, rather than targeting Ronaldo or targeting Messi or targeting them both. You understand? It's better. You have high chance of conversion when you target an interest that people are not, that is not general, an interest that is not general. You understand? Because most of the people that will know Haaland now, they are real football fan, those that love sports. Yes. In fact, if you are a lady, or if you are a lady, let me use a lady, because most guys might know him and even some guys might not know him. But let me use ladies. Some ladies, in fact, most ladies know Ronaldo and Messi. They don't know Haaland. So those kind of people now will have dropped off. But those in this zone now, they will still be here. Most of them, out of 100% in this green zone, you can have 80% of them here. You understand? You have 80% of them here, and even more of those that are interested in football, that would love to buy your set of kits. I hope you understand that now. I hope you get that. That's that about detailed targeting. So now, guys, let me quickly go for that. I just hope you understand that. You can go back to the video and watch it well. Now, I want to talk about audience layering. I want to talk about audience layering. Now, guys, the audience layering I want to talk about. Let me see. Now, audience layering now. Let me show you how it goes. If you are targeting, if you are like somebody like me now, let me say I want to sell the kits that I said I'm selling the other time. So now, guys, what happens with audience layering is you say, okay, now I want people with Ronaldo's interest, I want people with Messi's interest, and I want people with Haaland's interest. I hope you get that. I want people with Ronaldo's interest, I want people with Messi's interest, and I want people with Haaland's interest. You understand? Now, what you are doing in that case is, anybody that does not show interest in these 3 people, your ad should not be shown to them. And how can you achieve that? This is how you can achieve that. Let's say here, let me use cosmetic as for example, as Ronaldo. Let me use cosmetic personal care as Ronaldo. This is the first audience bucket you are choosing. Now you now layer further that, okay, let me use facial care as Messi this time around. Are you saying it? Now that means you are saying, okay, show my ad to people that have Ronaldo as interest and people that have Messi as interest. You understand? Cosmetic is Ronaldo here, facial care is Messi. Show my ad to people that have Ronaldo as interest and those that have Messi as interest. Now, what will happen in that case is, I don't want to include Haaland now. What will happen in that case is, if you are using Ronaldo and Messi alone, that the ad should be shown to those that have interest in Ronaldo. Come, guys, this one is different from this thing I'm just explaining now. It's different from you putting facial care, putting cosmetic care, and typing facial care beside it. Facial care, where's facial care? This is detailed targeting. And typing facial care beside it is different. Like I explained earlier, your ad will be dancing around cosmetic people and facial care. You understand? Until it gets somebody that is interested in what you are really selling. You understand? Now, that's about the audience targeting that I first talked about. Now, guys, This one is different. You put cosmetic here as 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏. Now you come down here to do what? To define further. You now put facial care as 𝗬𝗓𝗓. That means you are telling Facebook that don't show my ad to anybody that does not have 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏 and 𝗬𝗓 as interests. That means all those people that are following 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏, just because they know his name is 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏, you understand, they will be dropped off. All those people that are following 𝗬𝗓 because they know 𝗬𝗓 as a fan, they will also drop off. You are only targeting people that has interest in 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏 and 𝗬𝗓 now. If you have interest in 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏 alone and you don't have interest in 𝗬𝗓, the ad will not be shown to you. Are you getting it? Let's now say you want to define further. You now come down that, okay, now I even want to show my ad to somebody that is even more interested in my products, which is I want to add Alan now. This three now, it will now be Ronaldo, 𝗬𝗓, and Alan. Now let me say Alan is am I defining further already? Let me define further. Let me say Alan is skincare, cosmetic. Now guys, what you are telling Facebook is, come on, don't show my ad to anybody that does not have interest in cosmetic 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏, that does not have interest in facial care 𝗬𝗓, and does not have interest in skincare Alan. That means you are saying, Facebook, show my ad to people that have only shown interest in 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏, 𝗬𝗓, and Alan. Do you now know that that kind of targeting will give you the right audience, the real football fan, those that will buy the set of football kits that you are selling? That is called layering technique, laser targeting. So most people don't know this. Now, what you are actually, do you see this place that I marked with red? What you're actually telling the algorithm is, this is layering now. You have layered. Your ad will only be shown to people in this middle. People in this middle. Your ad will not be dancing around. Your ad will only be shown to these people. The only thing that will make your ad dance around is if you are putting Messi, Ronaldo, and Alan in the detailed targeting. Let me remove it. If you are putting them all together here, let me put facial care here, facial care, and then which other one? Skincare. Where's skincare? Now, if you are putting them all in detail targeting, that is when your ad will now start dancing around, dance around Alan, dance around, and maybe fortunately gets one serious buyer. After that, it dances around, come to 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏, come to Alan, go back to 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏, go to 𝗬𝗓, and find another serious buyer. Money is burning like that too. Money is burning because you've included these three in detail targeting, and it's even larger audience. You understand? Money will keep burning. It dances around and come here. But if you have them layered, like I showed you the other time, if you have them layered like that, cosmetic, this man go. If you have them layered, define. Oh, I've removed everything now. Cosmetic. If you have them layered like that, then you are telling the algorithm to only show the ad to people that have shown interest in those three things. The ad will not be shown to anybody that has not shown interest in those three things. That is why they call it laser targeting. Laser targeting. Let me use facial care, which we've assumed to be 𝗬𝗓. Facial care, cosmetic, and you now still define further. I hope you guys are noticing that I'm leaving this column. This is for the first layer. I've left it. I've come to the second layer. This is for the second layer. I've left it after choosing, and this is the third layer now that I've brought out. And I will now say skin care. Where is it? Skincare, cosmetic. Now it's just like I have 𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏 here, 𝗬𝗓 here, Alan here. So it's only people with these three interests that my ad will be shown to, and they are the right audience. They are those that are real football fan that are likely to buy my kits. Because in fact, even the Alan that you've put here alone, I've screened a lot of people. That Alan has screened a lot of people. Because if you, that means even if you know Ronaldo alone, you don't know Messi, you don't know Alan, the ad will not be shown to you. Even if you know Ronaldo and Messi and you don't know Alan, which most people will not know, the ad will not be shown to you, except the real fan that know Alan. Those football fan that really know player, they are the ones that will be seeing your ad, and they are the ones that are most likely to convert. That is how to laser target, as I was explaining. Now guys, I just hope you are able to get that, so you can go back and still watch and listen to it again. I'm going further. This is another aspect I want to touch down on. There's something we call audience fragmentation. I don't know, maybe any one of you watching this video might have come across something like that. Audience fragmentation. Now, audience fragmentation will come when you have a large audience like this, but you are not using this large audience. You are running your campaign in such a way that you have so many ad sets, like 3 to 4 ad sets, and you are now picking sub interests that are related to this big interest, Ronaldo. You are now picking sub interest. You pick sub interest 1, you use in ad set 1. You pick sub interest 2, you use in you might not even know, you use in ad set 2. And this thing I'm saying now is addressing those that are always using many ad sets. I'm not saying it's bad. Of course, you can use many ad sets if you know what you are doing. If you are just starting out with Facebook ads and you are using many ad sets, you are burning your money. You have to understand what you are doing. I'm not saying using many ad sets. I use it too. I'm not saying it's not good, but you have to know why you are using it. Now, you have ad sets 2, sub interest, you put it there. You have ad sets 3, you pick another sub interest, you put it there. Now, all these 3 people now, they are related to this larger audience. Now, if you now start running your ad, Facebook, now, you know these 3 ad sets now, they are under one campaign. So Facebook will now start showing your ad to them, show your ad to them, show your ad to these people, to show your ad to these people. As the ad travels, the algorithm will now notice that these 3 people, they are under this place, especially when your ad is beginning to decline. Facebook will now start suggesting to you that audience fragmentation, combine these ad sets so that you can have larger audience, which is this Ronaldo. You understand? Because out of these 3 people now, there are some people, this sub interest, some people will be in sub 3, they will be in sub 1. Some people will be in sub 3, they will be in sub 2. Some people will be in sub 2, they will be in sub 1. You understand? So the algorithm will notice class like that. These people, they are this sub interest. This thing is not, especially if all these sub interests in different ad sets have small audience size. That is when you enter trouble. Facebook will disturb you. Your cost per acquisition will increase, and they'll start suggesting that you merge. If you now refuse, even at times if you merge, it can work out well for you, but it's not like that most of the time. Even if you refuse to merge, they will destroy your campaign. And when you merge, you know, it becomes a larger audience. Your ad now, on everything, we now resort back to this. Your ad will now start dancing around and start looking for the right person to sell your product to. Money is money. Money is money. That's if you are told merge. Facebook will suggest that you merge. If you don't merge, they are going to destroy your campaign. The algorithm will destroy it. It's not intentional, but the algorithm will just find it difficult to get because many people have clashed. There is a clash of interests. You understand? And if you combine it, it will now result back to this bigger one. It will now look as if you are using just one interest in this detailed targeting. You have combined them from different ad sets. You have combined them all to be one. It will now look like one big audience in detailed targeting. Your ad will now start dancing around. You will now start experiencing high cost per lead, cost per acquisition, either cost per lead, either cost per purchase, whatever it is you optimize for. I hope you guys get that now. That is that about audience fragmentation. If you don't know much about targeting, you are going to experience all these problems that I'm talking about. You are going to experience it. Now, another thing is audience overlap. The cases where audience overlap will come is if, of course, everybody on Facebook will never have one interest, because at least Facebook would have over 5,000 data points on each individual. You understand? So it might not be interest alone. There are some things they will use to know you. You understand? So they call it data points. Now, every single Facebook user will never have one interest. You understand? They can have different interests. And where audience overlap comes in is if you are targeting, okay, for something like this is something like audience overlap. Let me tell you, this is something like audience overlap, something like this. You have some people here, and they will be in the audience overlap. You understand? Now, audience overlap mostly occur if you are targeting, like I explained earlier, using ad set like this. So some audience will be here that would overlap here, and that will still overlap here. Somebody will be under this place that has interest here and that still has interest here. In fact, that's the main reason Facebook will tell you to combine, because there's audience overlap. So why not combine them and use them as one? I hope you get that. That's the concept of audience fragmentation. What will lead to audience fragmentation, or suggestion that the suggestion Facebook will give you to merge, because you fragmented this audience into different aspects. So it will now tell you to merge it. And that's the concept of overlap. Audience overlap is a case whereby a Facebook user would have different interests, and if you are using different sub-interests that you get from a larger interest, then there is likelihood of an individual being in different ad sets that you have set. If this is asset 1, this is asset 2, this is asset 3, and the interests you are using are related to this one, there is likelihood that somebody will be here that is here. That's what they call audience overlap. You understand? So you fragmented this Ronaldo audience to 3 different places and into 3 different ad sets. You understand? So if your ad stop performing, Facebook will start suggesting that you merge. Or if everything about the ad is beginning to increase, cost per link click and all of this, you understand, Facebook will now tell you to merge, so that the algorithm can pass the ad around so many people to look for the real person is looking for. And all of those things, they are flukes. They are not going to work. You are not going to get results. You are burning money. So you need to understand audience targeting in Facebook. That is just the by and large of this video. You need to understand audience targeting. And if there's at any point maybe something you are not getting, go back and watch this video and understand how audience targeting works. Now, like I explained earlier with this thing, you can come back and still watch the video and understand how audience targeting work. Can you see something I want you to notice is, now look at 𝗫𝗧𝗏. Now let me remove this skincare. Let me remove facial care. What do we have? We have 12 million. Imagine me running ads to these people. Let's say this is Ronaldo. Imagine me running ads to these 12 million people. When will I reach somebody that will actually buy the set of kits that I'm selling? But if I now say I want to define further with 𝗑𝗧, so the person must have interest in Ronaldo and 𝗑𝗧, which is facial care. 𝗑𝗧 for facial care. That's the illustration. Let's see how it will drop. Guys, can you see? From 12 million to 1 million. Can you see what I'm saying now? Okay, let's now say, okay, I still want that person to have interest in Alan, which is skincare. You say, where is skincare? Let's see how it will drop. It's dropped to 902. Can you imagine? From 12 million to 902, guys. Now, if you run your ad to this 902, do you want to tell me your ad is not going to convert? It's not possible now. Your ad will surely convert, because you've dropped off those that are on serious. Let me not say on serious. Those that are likely not to show interest in it. They are just there. They have interest. They've shown interest in that audience buckets. They belong. Facebook has grouped them based on that interest. But anything that comes from that place, they are likely not to buy. You understand? I can be a fan of Ronaldo now. I might not be a football lover. That's just it. So I just hope you guys get with that explanation. So I hope you get. Go back and watch the video again if you are not getting some things. So I hope this helps you understand audience and targeting. I really hope it helps you. So guys, this is Olusola Daniel once again. Stay cool guys, and do have a great time. Bye for now.